Hi, gorgeous, beautiful soul tribe. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing. I know I always say this, but I feel like I genuinely need to give my gratitude to every single one of you who has clicked on this video, whether it's now or in the future. Thank you so much, because I don't think you know how much this means to me. You are enabling me to do something that I genuinely am stepping into, this new arena, this new life, something that I've been studying for a good few years now and absorbing all the information. So the fact that you are listening to this and you respond to this, and a lot of you say that you resonate with it, I'm just so grateful for you and everything that has brought you here to this channel. I'm going to give you a forewarning though. This channeled message can be very triggering to some divine masculine or feminines. As I said earlier, for those of you new to my channel, for those of you who do not know that we embody both divine masculine and feminine energy and take the energies as they resonate. So if this is not the time for you to listen to this message, it's fine to click away, okay? Because this is going to be quite heavy for some, but for others it's the exact message you need to hear. And I used to cringe when readers used to say that, but I'm more of a channel, I'm more of an oracle rather than an intuitive guidance, rather than a tarot reader. But I add the tarot to clarify the channeling that I do. So for those of you who don't know, that is basically what I do. But I used to cringe when people are like, if this message is for you, then it's for you, and you're seeing this for a reason. And I used to be like, yeah, whatever. It's such a gimmick. But it's really not. I am going to hold my hands up and go, no, actually, I completely agree. Because you know why? You're attracting the energy. So if you feel like this is not the right time for you to listen to this message, it's not the right time. But for those of you who are going to stick with this, it's going to be maybe eye-opening, awakening, because actually one of my favorite readers, Mereditha, had actually mentioned a lot of the chakras. Like her and I channeling it's actually quite funny to listen to, because we do mimic one another's messages sometimes. And what she was talking about was attraction, right? We know that the law of attraction is about the energy that we're vibrating. Whenever we're in this energy, a specific energy, we're attracting anything along that same energy. So basically, for a lot of people, I've been asked, how do I know this is my twin flame? How do I genuinely know this is my twin flame? I'm getting messages about this person. Is this my twin flame? And I do direct people. It is in the description box below. I'm going to note it in the comments section as well. So if I haven't done it already, please, my wonderful listeners, let me have that comment, and I will pin your comment oh my goodness, I can't speak. If you end up pinning copying the playlist in the comments, I will pin it if I haven't already done it. So the reason there was confusion, the reason there is that jumbling of words, if you will, that I just had, is because Spirit is sensing the chaos, that I'm able to channel what Spirit is sensing, that people are having this chaotic energy regarding, is this my twin? Is this my person? This name keeps coming up. What is it? And I do a lot of readings regarding whether this is your twin or not. So reminder, this is a general collective reading. Take what resonates. But the thing is, everything that you have manifested in your life has brought you to this moment, right? So everything that you have been through has brought you to this specific moment in time. Some of you might find it a little bit difficult to hear this, but for others of you who have done, have been on this journey for quite a while, you are acknowledging, right? Yes, I did attract these karmic relationships that actually they weren't for the highest and best good. But now that I can look back and I've gotten over it, that actually that led me to that point, and that led me to this point, and this point led me to here, right? And all of these things, or it's almost like a domino effect. Like if none of those had happened, would you be the person you are today, right? So basically, this is spirit just saying you are attracting what you need. So I'll put my hands up and reveal a story about me that actually is just an example that I thought this person was the person I'm going to spend my life with, that I actually loved them. But really, it was such a toxic, karmic relationship. And I didn't know that at the time. Like, I genuinely didn't know that because my self-esteem was so freaking low. I had no worth, no value, no sense of the meaning of love, in all honesty. But this karmic, the reason I bring it up is because he was so valuable in allowing me to put up borders, to actually put myself first, to actually say, no, none of this shit. But I had to keep going over it and over and over it just because it was knocking my self-worth. And I was feeling low, but I needed to go that low in order to, rise from the ashes, as they say. So part of me, a few years later now, it was a real humbling situation for me when I thought, actually, I attracted this person in my life. And I'm actually thankful that this person came into my life at that time, because it really did start me off in this self-worth journey. And then actually not long after, I met my twin flame. And again, I didn't think of it because I didn't even know what twin flames were back then. Like, I'd never even heard of that term. But there was something different about this person. Whenever we would communicate, there's just this sense of peace. And I mentioned earlier in another reading, I felt this sense of coming home, like being at home. And then from that moment forward, since we first met, everything in my life has changed. I put myself first, but I didn't realize how to do that. What I ended up doing was putting my relationships first, honoring the love and the relationships that I had in my life currently. And things had obviously transmuted, and I went deeper and deeper into spirituality, self-love. I was near burnout, which actually was a catalyst again for me to dig deeper into my self-worth. And the consistency of my divine masculine has been here this whole time. It's been there the whole time. As I've transitioned, as I've awakened, I feel if I had introduced myself to you 10 years ago, okay, maybe 5 years ago, you probably wouldn't recognize me. I am still the kind, nice person that I feel I am, but I'm amplifying those energies. So basically what I'm trying to say here is I attracted that karmic. I also attracted my twin flame. But what the message spirit is trying to say through me is just to say that we are mirroring each other, right? We mirror everything we want to see in this universe. So actually, if you want to understand, is this my twin flame? How do you know you're not in a karmic situation? Because you may be thinking, this is my twin flame. Or in fact, it could be your karmic. Or you may be thinking, oh, this is a karmic situation. Well, you're attracting that karmic. So actually, it's saying the more you heal, the more you redefine what you want in your life, divine feminines. So whenever you heal, you want new things, right? So it's almost like whenever you manifest things, it doesn't mean all the manifestations will come to you at your door at the same time, because you're not going to appreciate them, right? Or you're not in vibrational alignment with them, should I say. So basically, when we're not healing, when we're not healed, we're attracting those like-minded individuals that show us a reflection of us in order for us to heal, right? So sometimes we're seeing people who are very toxic, mean, abusive sometimes, degrading or belittling us, and that's actually showing us that we are degrading ourselves. We're belittling ourselves. We're not deeming ourselves worthy enough And we're seeing that. And it's really, really hard to say that we're seeing that in the mirror, because it's a real bitter pill to swallow, right? So actually, if we're reflecting this specific energy, and that's all it is, it's energy. What are we attracting? If we're attracting somebody who mirrors our self-worth, that is exactly what you're going to get. And when you're healing, when you're coming into this new vibration, have you noticed how many people you're attracting who are like-minded, who are spiritually aligned, who are tarot readers, who are genuinely good souls? I said this to my friend recently. I said, I am so freaking blessed. I am blessed because these past 3 years I've attracted so many incredible people. Like, honestly, every single one of you who is listening to this, if you've been drawn to this energy, you are in this high vibrational alignment. Not only do you need these messages, but also that you've come this far, that you haven't clicked away. Our energies are in that high vibration. And I can honestly put my hand on my heart and acknowledge that the light in me sees, acknowledges, vibrates the light in you. We are no different at this point. You are high vibing, you are exceptional, you are a magician, and you are attracting everything you want. So, when we think that we are alone, and we think that actually, if this has to be my twin flame, well, why can't it be my twin flame? Because if it's not, how, like, what else is there? But the thing is, the more we heal, the more we magnetize those healed relationships. So often when we think, actually, is this the twin flame journey? Is this unconditional love, right? But you're okay with then saying, actually, if it's unconditional love, let them be whoever they want to be. And I'm not talking about toxic relationships, abusive relationships here. What I'm talking about is, does it fill you with a sense of home, peace, love, tranquility, calmness, the ability to have superpowers almost? That's coming from you. You are vibrating that unconditional love of peace, tranquility, love, superpowerness, if that's even a word. But the thing is, that person is reflecting that back in you too, yeah? So actually, if you wish for this divine masculine or feminine to be your twin flame, or are you forcing them to fit into a label or a box because you feel that that is safe to do? And this is why we need healing. That actually, if we're journeying with a specific person, don't we need to let go and acknowledge the light that we are able to be reborn into a love, and that love will match us, right? So if we let go of that preconceived idea of this is a twin flame or is this a twin flame, let it go. Feel unconditional love for that person, for that individual, for that name, for that supposed twin flame. Because actually, the unconditional love is, you be you, I love you regardless. You go out and find whatever you need to do. You need to go on your journey and be whoever you want to be and learn whatever you need to learn. And I'm still here. I'm still solid. And then when you don't find whatever you're looking for outside of you, that if you look within, I am right there. One soul in two bodies. And that's the concept of love. That is the concept of the twin flame relationship. So if you then end up thinking, I want this person to be my twin flame, well, then it will be. Or this person might be a karmic, well, then it will be. So whatever you think, whatever you feel, whatever you attract, it will be. So that was a bit of a long message and a channeled message that I'm so, so grateful that I am able to allow. Thank you so much. Let me start again, for allowing me to channel that. This is another message that has come through now, and this is more about the divine feminine having vivid dreams. So when I spoke about earlier the karmic partners that have arisen, the people that are coming into your life, you're attracting your soul family, right? You're attracting these people into your life. You are far more powerful than you actually think. But what is happening right now is you may be in your own thoughts. You may be missing your divine masculine, feminine terribly, like deep longing. It's like a lighthouse, basically. You're just like calling in. I'm like, that's what I'm feeling. It's like do-doom, do-doom, do-doom. That's basically what I'm being channeled right now. It's so freaking powerful. So if you're feeling this power, let me know in the comments below. So basically the divine feminines, and I'm only going to speak about the divine feminines regarding this because I am a divine feminine, and yes, I have a divine masculine within me, but I feel that this is the channel for the divine feminine in particular. But if you are a divine masculine, you may resonate with this too. That actually the dreams are so vivid right now. They are so vivid and powerful. Whatever you are unable to heal in the waking life, in the conscious life, this is becoming transmuted, healed in your sleep. So rather than looking at your dreams and going, well, why did this karmic person show up? Why did my ex show up? And, you know, they may have messaged you. You may be having a moment where they are trying to get into this high vibrational energy of yours because they've been there before, right? Those few moments that you've been able to vibe really high, they kind of knock that down and seep that energy out of you, especially when it comes to narcissists or karmic toxic partners. So basically what your dreams are doing is they're saying, well, look, you cannot handle this in the conscious way that we would like for you to do because it's too heavy. What we are going to do is replay this in your dreams. Your subconscious will absorb it, and the resentments are being purged. So you are healing in that dream state. The reason this is coming up for the moment is because you are asked to let go fully of those past hurts. So you're asked to let go of the past exes reaching out to you, you know, putting up the ability to go, no, thank you. I get it, but no. And the purpose of this is then to go, you're fully letting go and working through those energies that no longer serve you. As I said, when we heal, we vibrate higher, and those lower energies will try and get to us, because when you're at a higher level of vibration, you can feel everything beneath you. But those people beneath them cannot feel the high vibration of you. So they're still looking at the low vibration, if that makes sense. So say, for example, you've got 15 floors of a building. So you've reached floor 15, right? You can vibrate at every level from ground zero to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? So you can vibrate all these floors. But what ends up happening is then the vibration of your karmic or your ex could be a vibration of 1 or 3. You're still able to vibrate those, but they cannot get to level 15 unless they go through all of the stages. So that's what I'm trying to say for those of you who wanted a little bit more clarity. So basically, you're able to acknowledge the vibrations below you, but they cannot get any higher. But you're allowed to, if you choose to, let go and cut those energetic cords. There are healers and Reiki masters who actually do cord cutting rituals and ceremonies. I don't know any clear ones at the moment who actually do that, but you know, feel free if you wanted to seek more into that. And basically for the divine feminines in particular, I'm getting that it is more about trusting yourself. So I'd written this as well in a channeled message earlier this morning, and it says, okay, so you're asking, is this my twin flame, right? Or is this my twin flame? And I've said to a number of personal readers, so I was doing a lot of personal reading, and I've said to a lot of my clients that, okay, so ask for a sign. It sounds so simple, but it really does. I say to them, ask for a sign. Because the thing is, it's not up for me to say, is this your twin flame? It's up to you to acknowledge your twin flame. And then you can co-collaborate and work with the universe to understand your twin flame. So what I mean by that is, I've had numerous signs about my twin flame, and I'm choosing to believe that this person is my twin flame. And every time I ask for a sign, it is given. But then the funny thing is, as I so rightly said, every time I ask for a sign, it is given. Replay that, right? Because I'm attracting that sign. I'm wanting for this to happen. I'm vibrating at that energetic level. I'm inviting that energy in. So when it comes to the signs, you can ask for 50 million signs. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. You can ask for all those signs, and every single one of those 50 million signs will come to you. And then the next day, it's like we've got amnesia as humans, right? But the next day we're going to forget. Oh yeah, but what about this sign? Oh, what about that sign? Oh, send me a sign about this. Oh, we're going to be together. Tell me, are they my twin flames? Send me this sign. So we're not trusting ourselves enough. We're not allowing ourselves to take the foot off the gas pedal. Let go of the control. Let the universe decide, because actually you've already decided. You've already decided. You've already kind of like earmarked, labeled your twin flame. So trust it. So trust those messages that are coming through. But if you ask for a sign and it doesn't come straight away, that's a message in itself to let go. So those are the things that are happening at the moment. Not only earlier when I talked about you attracting your energetic frequency. Well, when you heal, when you do better, you know better, and you're going to want different things, right? When I was 16, I wanted a tall, dark, handsome guy. And when I was, like, even 3 years ago, I was like, actually, can he connect with me spiritually, energetically, emotionally, physically, mentally? Those are the things that I require now. And that's a freaking high list. That's a high vibrational list. Whereas back in the day, people are like, oh, no, don't do that. Like, you're being too picky. Oh, if you thought I was picky then, you'll have no idea now, right? But it's up to you. It's up to you to acknowledge who is your twin flame. How do you want for them to be with you? So I'm going to take some tarot decks and we're going to go through some of these messages. And if you didn't see the messages already on yesterday's reading, because we had the beautiful cards at the end. It always happens at the end. I find it so fascinating. And again, if you're looking for a private reading and you want a little bit more clarity, you can find me on divinesacredtarot@gmail.com, and we can go through specific questions about you and your beloved. So thank you, angels, guardians, guides, ancestors, spirit team. Thank you so much for using me as a channel and as a conduit for the message, for the beautiful twin flames who are joining me today for the highest and best good. Allow these messages to come clearly and allow them to be clear and obvious as day. Thank you, spirit guides. So the question is, how can you connect with your divine feminine and inner voice within? So how can you connect with your divine feminine and inner voice within? Six of Swords. Oh, okay, this is beautiful. So, okay, so I asked for a sign today, and the song actually came up as hope. It was something hope. I'm going to be very sporadic about it. Well, let me see if I can find it on my computer. That wasn't it. It was genuinely a song of hope. Okay, so if I find it, I'll put it in the comments. But this card is saying, don't lose hope. I need to change and move forward first. So I'm using my own personal tarot deck, the Divine Sacred Tarot Twin Flame Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. But this is asking, how can you, Divine Feminine, connect to your inner voice within? Your inner divine feminine, your inner voice is asking you not to lose hope regarding the connection. It's asking you to believe in what your vibrational frequency is wanting right now. And also, you could be drawing this person in, right? If in the future, when you change and when you heal and you discover more things, you're going to attract a different version of that person, and that's okay. So be allowed to change your mind, but don't lose hope in something that you genuinely want. I found at the bottom of the deck, it was the Wheel of Fortune, but I shuffled and now it has come out. So basically it's saying everything that has happened, what did I say right at the beginning of the channeled message? Everything that has happened is happening, and it's leading you both towards union. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Cups. It's you. You are the one. So if you are believing genuinely, after all of the comments and conversations that I've gone through Spirit, from the beginning of this message, this past, I don't even know how long it's been, like 25 minutes, if that resonates with you, and you are still certain this is your twin flame, well, this is the confirmation. Because the thing is, if you're healing yourself, if you're coming into oneness with yourself, you're bringing in that change, and you're bringing in that cup of love that you so required and needed. And then your divine masculine will vibrate at that spiritual level. So don't be harsh on yourself. Don't be trying to, like, it's kind of like you're strangling the universe going, tell me now, what is happening? And it's like the universe is going, look, I'm only giving you what you are willing to receive at this time. And just as I finished saying that, we've got the Lovers and the Two of Wands. So again, yes, we've got the decision that both of you can go further if you choose one another. Choose one another with your souls, with your heart, with your spirit, with your vibration. Because your heart knows. Your heart knows. How can you connect with your divine masculine and inner strength within? How can you connect with your divine masculine and inner strength within, please, Spirit? How can you connect with your divine masculine and inner strength within? Bear with me. I'm just moving some cards aside so I can actually see everything. So just in case it falls. How can my reader connect with their divine masculine and inner strength within? How can they connect with it, divine masculine and inner strength within? Thank you, Spirit. Ten of Swords, Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords, King of Wands. So pretty much, how can you connect with your divine masculine and inner strength? You go through those burdens. You go through deep inner healing. It may sound repetitive and regurgitated, but this is what the cards are saying. You're carrying a burden, but you need to let that cycle go. You need to let the past version of you, the past version of them, the past go. You need to walk away from whatever has happened. And even if you don't know what to do at this time, allow yourself to be strong, knowing that you've come this far. Knowing that you are the person for yourself, that you trust your decisions, your intuition, your higher self. Yeah? So what do you need to release and accept? I'm pretty sure that we already said that in that past message, but what do you need to release and accept? I will speak to you honestly, but sometimes I get lost around words. Perhaps you need to be more honest with yourself, divine feminines. We've got this new beginning. So we've got a Knight of Swords and the Fool card. And the Fool card literally went on the Nine of Swords. So for me, this is clarification that actually, what are you actually holding on to and what do you need to release? Because are you actually being honest with yourself? So just the other day, I was having a conversation with my divine masculine, and I always said, as soon as I figured out that this is my twin flame, I said, look, I don't need you. I want you. I choose you. However, something big happened last night, and I actually was stuck. I couldn't actually, it took me a while. I said it eventually, but I just said, look, I need you. I need you around here. I don't just want you. I didn't think I needed you, but I do. I need you. And that was the honesty that we're trying to release. We're trying to accept. And this is just an example, but what is coming up for you, divine feminines? Ask yourself, what is coming up for you? What do you need to be truly honest with yourself? And I was really surprised that I said that. But that's the new beginning. That's the change in me, because I'm being deeply honest with myself. And that's okay. And if you are not in physical communication with your divine masculine, speak to them in an astral realm, because your conversation is free-flowing and non-judgmental. You are able to have this free-flowing conversation with your divine masculine. Speak to them, honestly. And it's okay to be open and honest with one another. How can you express your divine feminine energy? So any of my listeners right now, how can you express your divine feminine energy. Okay, I didn't notice that the card had flipped and actually was a King of Cups. Well, what is the King of Cups about in tarot? Well, it's all about emotions. It's all about love. It's coming into the deep nourishment for love within yourself and the love around you, expressing your love, right? And actually, well, because of the Divine Sacred Tarot deck channeling, it says, I understand what it takes to love me and us. So Divine Feminine, how can you express your Divine Feminine energy? Express your own love towards yourself. Be kinder to yourself. Because I bet there are a couple of you who are listening to this who are still harsh, judgmental critics of yourself. How often have you done something or spilled something and was like, oh, what an idiot, or like, oh, I can't believe I just did that, and you get frustrated, right? And that's okay, but what narrative are you throwing around? What is your body listening to? Because your cells are hearing this negativity. Start to become a little bit more loving towards yourself, a little bit more kind to your body. Women have gone through this generational, like, societal hate of their body. Oh, well, if you don't look like this, you're not good enough. Well, if you don't look like that, you're not good enough. If you don't wear this, you're not good enough. If you don't do your makeup this way, you're not good enough. We are constantly being told we are not good enough, but you make your rules, Divine Feminine. You decide whether you're good enough. You decide to embrace your stretch marks, to embrace your stomach, your thighs, your butt, you know, whatever it is. Embrace your wobbly parts, because we are not on social media. We haven't been edited, and a lot of those pictures have been. So instead of looking on social media and going, oh, well, I don't look like that, or I need to fix this, love your inner child more. Express that love and gratitude towards yourself in a full emotional way. And actually, the next question I was going to ask is, how can you celebrate? So how can you celebrate your feminine within? What a beautiful question. How can you celebrate the feminine within? So before the cards come out, whenever they do, I just wanted to say, actually, for any of you who have been resonating with this or wanted some, so I'm going to put it out there. Do you want me to do a live YouTube and you ask me questions, and basically it's like a personal reading, but then it's for everyone, right? So do you want me to do a live reading in the next few weeks where I go live on YouTube and you basically just ask me questions, and then I'll see what the tarot cards come out as? Yeah. So that is one option. I can do it for an hour, and obviously I'll let you know in advance. But if you want that, say yes live. Just as soon as I said that, the cards came out. So yes, if you want that, say yes live, so I know whether it's wanted, basically. Okay, so how can you celebrate your divine feminine within, or how can you celebrate your feminine? Six of Cups. Acknowledge that it was always you. Choose you. Love you. Fill your own damn cup. The Six of Cups cards, I absolutely love the color of this. It says it was you, it's always been you. That's how you celebrate your divine feminine energy within. What do you need to be mindful of, divine feminines? What do you need to be mindful of, divine feminines? What do you need to be mindful of? Let's see if there's any flippers. No, they weren't. What do you need to be mindful of? Oh, jeez. That was a lot of cards flying around everywhere. So I saw, okay, we've got the Four of Swords, the Temperance, the Queen of Swords, the Five of Cups. Four of Swords is be mindful of the pause. Some of you might be in pause with your divine masculine, feminine, and this is purposeful. That actually Temperance is here to say this is the purposeful balance, that this may be feeling like it's tough for you. You're stronger than that, and you will see each other again. If this is truly what you want, if that is truly your twin, it will happen. And you can be honest with yourself regarding this, divine feminines. You don't need to then go, oh, actually I need to surrender, and you know what? I don't need him. I don't need that. No, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself and have this sense of pause as a death and rebirth. And for this one in particular, in terms of being mindful of the harsh critic, as I said earlier, be more kinder to yourself. So that's what I'm getting right now with those cards. And the other question that I was going to ask is, how can you channel your divine gifts? That's a good question. I like these. These questions are about how you can channel your divine gifts and how can you create union within yourself. How can you create union within yourself? Okay, perfect. Okay. So, how can you channel your divine gifts? Oh, wow. Holy moly. We've got the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Big, big signs. Not only have we got major arcana, but the big minor arcana even, or even having the King of Pentacles here, because the King of Pentacles is the all-seeing, all-knowing, all-being, you know, so friggin' fortunate, abundant, successful. And the Emperor is the embodiment of the divine masculine energy, right? So when it says, how can you channel your divine gifts, divine feminines? Tap into your divine masculine energy within. So if you're not in communication, talk to your divine masculine, astrally. Imagine they're there. Just feel them energetically. That is the energy that you're aligning frequencies with. So those are the divine gifts that you actually have. You are a channel. You are a conduit of spirit messages. And your divine masculine is constantly trying to communicate with you. Those signs that you ask for in the universe, who do you think they're from? Yes, they're from you. Yes, you're mirroring them. Yes, you may be thinking they're from your universe. But actually, it's from your divine masculine too. It's from your counterpart. So for the divine feminines, I'm getting that embrace your gifts. Channel the authenticity, the love that you have for your divine masculine within. And then for the divine masculines, tap into your divine masculine energy within. So if you're not feeling worthy enough, if you're thinking, well, my divine feminine has other options, why would she think that I'm worthy enough for her for the rest of her life? Well, you need to tap into your divine masculine energy, divine masculines, and really embody that Emperor, King of Pentacles vibe. Because when you're in that vibe, that's who she's communicating with. She's not communicating with pages or knights. She's communicating with kings and emperors. That's the vibration that you need to align with. And that's a vibration that will happen when you're in union. How can you create union within yourself? You take time out. You use the time out to create space between the both of you, to heal, to be independent, to acknowledge what you want, to be truthful to yourself and about what you want. And you are. It may seem like you're doing everything, but you don't need to carry this burden any longer. You can ask for support with angels. You can ask for support from your divine masculine within, around you, your twin flame, your spirit guides, the universe, that you don't have to go at it alone anymore. And this is the burden that you can start to put down. That actually the union within yourself is the highest, is the best union that you could ever acknowledge, and nothing and no one else will compare to that. I'm going to leave the messages right there. I'm sending you so many blessings to you and your beloved twin flame. If you need more clarification on a personal reading, contact me. My email is in the description box below, and I'm sending you so much love, so many blessings to you and your twin. Many blessings. Have a great day. Bye for now.